Welcome to Secret Recap. Today I am going to show you a suspense thriller film called The Platform. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. What film starts vaguely in a busy setting? You will see first a dynamic place where the food is being meticulously prepared. There is a busy older adult in a formal suit, someone, an authority figure, who roams around the place and checks off everything on the menu thoroughly, like there is a fast food fast about to happen. You can see different kinds of meat, fish, fruit, wine, and dessert prepared. This place where they prepare all the food is Platform Zero. The people were hired to prepare the best quality food for Platform 1, and beyond, a bearded man wakes up in a concrete room where he sees an older man. This smoke older man tells in their own Platform 48, and it's the first day of the month. He explains they will be whatever the leftovers were from levels 1 to 47. Try again, she says, obviously, is his catchphrase every time he ends a sentence, like narrative saying Dona Bio. The younger man attempts to shake the older man's hand as a gesture. He introduces himself as Gore. The older man responds, requesting to get back to this spot. The smoke older man assumes his roommate will not last long since he is too friendly. Then he introduces himself as trying to gassy. After 1 month, the roommates get shuffled to another platform. When it's time to eat, a platform full of leftover food to sense trying to gas. You surprised that there is one still left with the ball during skipped seating because of disgust. He sees a clean-looking apple and keeps it for later. When it's time for the platform to descend, trying to guess, the empties the wine, spirits what's left in his mouth, and throws the bottle below. After the platform lowers, the room starts to heat up and fry everything inside. Trying to guess, he being the veteran tells him it's the apple. Goring keeps, which heats or cools the room. If anyone tries to keep the food, he drops the apple, going into the hole because he wanted to quit his smoking habit and get the chance to read John Q. On the second day, trying to guess who does the usual, and it's the leftovers. From Against You explains that he accidentally killed someone outside because he threw his television out of frustration after buying a self-sharpening knife called Samurai Max. The authorities gave him 2 options. It is either they will take him to the Knot House or the hole, where he obviously is currently located. Goring asked how deep is the hole. Trying to guess, he says he was deep and 132, but there were more floors than he could see below. During shows what he brought with him as he enters the hole, a copy of Don Quixote. Trying to guess, he then reveals what he brought in the hole, a Samurai Plus, which Goring joked about earlier. The next day, trying to guess, he is usually shown feasting on for Boring decides to join him. Another day passes. Trying to guess, he brags about how the Samurai Plus gets sharper, while Goring stretches his body as he is reading the book. As they talked, a person from a higher platform falls and bumps near the edge where Goring stands. The corpse continuously falls down the platform. During gets his face splattered with blood due to shock. During accused is trying to gaseous eating his roommate when he was 132 for survival. While they are fighting, the platform descends with the lady sitting in the middle of it. Prime gas, he calls the woman who descended from the platform here of trying to gas. He says the mirror kills her roommates at the end of the month. She does this so she can look for her son below the platform. Trying to guess, the hands that the man who fell might be near his victim. Trying to guess, he also explained that a platform 132 he and his roommate later quotes who fell on them for survival. His roommate then got out of the hole with an accreditation. Miru then gets harassed by people on platform 49. After a few seconds, they hear a couple of men screaming. Miru gets back on the platform in the sense. During reads the book to trying to gassy, they get along until it is the last day of the month. Trump again, she prayed that they get to a higher level because he's grown fond of Goring and his kindness. They both doze off because of the sleeping gas. In his second month, Goring wakes up tied up to his bed with trying to gas the welcoming him with a samurai plus him trying to gas. You happen to be in a lower level and platform 171 where it is likely to have no food at all. Trying to guess, he promises that he will not eat Goring after 7 days until he gets hungry. On the 8th day, he kids into his hunger and starts cutting Goring's leg. Trump against you starts calling during his little snail. Neeru attacks are in free scoring. During kills trying gassy, and they feed on some of his flesh mirroring nurses during and gets back down on the platform to look for her son during each trying to gas is rotten flesh for survival for the whole month. On the night before Goring's transfer, as the gas spreads in the room trying to guess, he haunts him telling him that they are the same. There is also Goring's fever dream of making love to Near. In the 3rd month, Turing recognizes a familiar face. He wakes up with a no Gary and her dog Ramses II. She's an administration official who interviewed him before entering the hole there, and level 33 Gary's Fuhrman balancing the platform's equilibrium and sees to feed all 200 floors equally, which Goring disagrees with seeing what he experienced, and platform 171. First she tries to balance her food with her dog by eating it turns each day. He also persuades people below her to do the same, however no one listens to her until Goring threatens everyone to fill other people's food with its feces. Everyone listened to him. After that further tensions rose when he arrives on platform 33 unconscious, all bruised up and wounded. They panic so much on lifting me her through a bed that they neglect Ramses II. Goring suddenly notices the sudden drop in room temperature and sees Ramses II biting a strip of meat, which Goring quickly snatches Ramses II, and he throws back to meat strip under the hole. When she regained her consciousness, she attempted to rebrand this as the second, leading blood and guts on the floor. After seeing this, Mirror goes to the platform, and then Gary reveals that she has terminal cancer. Gary then clarifies that there are 200 floors in total, and that the administration would not allow children to join the program. Negating the her is because in the search for her son she accuses me rules being a delusional aspiring actress who wanted to be Asian Marilyn Monroe. In the 4th month, during wakes up at level 202, he discovers that Gary has hanged herself. Now he gets forced to read a note here with trying to gassy and Gary insulting him, but he forcefully controls himself, even eating his both pages. At the end of the month his solicitations worsen is trying to gas to persuade him to Gary. In the 5th month, he wakes up with another roommate name for her on platform 6 run attempts to climb upwards, but during convinces him to move downwards instead. They team up to persuade everyone to get rations equally. They start to distribute food from platform 50 below. Those who relented, they treat violently. A wise in make name senior brand bank advises them to leave it untouched Parakata as a message to the administration. As they descend further, the senior of getting stabbed multiple stabs. In a fight they help her, but it's too late. She's gone in the confrontation during gets bloodied up and Brot suffers a fatal stabbing. Before they reach platform 250 and beyond, they saw many atrocities of humans way beyond their expectations. As during in barrack reach for platform 333, they notice how the platform has completely stopped. However, as they both step off it lower down once again, then they noticed that they had not been fried nor frozen for bringing upon a condo with a Simi whose lost son, which turns out to be a daughter dear who doesn't speak the whole movie, so there wasn't any hands on the child's identity scoring. And Barrack gave the pond a cottage of the girl, presuming she is hungry and hasn't eaten anything for days. During the night time he gets another hallucination from trying to gassy. They were tempting him to eat Berto the girl. What makes his hallucination worsens even Gary and me who appeared with trying to gas it attempt Goring. Boring wakes up seeing Barack bathing in his blood during goes down to the bottom of vacuous space with only the light from the uppermost rooms can provide limited visibility trying to gas. He welcomes the bruised and wounded Goring below the dark space beyond the platform. They end up realizing that there is no need for going to other girl when it gets back up top to be the message. During joins trying to gas on the bottom-most floor, Goring demands, from trying to gas me not to be called little snail again with trying to gas you replying not to use his word ever also. Goring and his journey leaving the girl on top of the platform as the message to the administration. Thank you for watching and subscribe to watch more videos.